Hi there, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we will share with you a citizenship interview based on the actual applicant's experiences. She interviewed a tough officer who you can meet in your interview. He asked a lot of personal information questions. So please watch the full video to find out how this interview goes.
Good afternoon. I'm here for my citizenship interview.
Good afternoon. What time is your citizenship interview appointment?
1:30 p.m.
Can I have your appointment letter and ID, please?
Sure, here you go.
Thank you. Please enter the building. Now, take off your shoes and jacket, remove everything from your pockets, and put all into the bin. Then, walk through the metal detector. Here's your appointment letter and ID. Please use the elevator next to that door. Go to the 3rd floor and check in at customer service.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon. How can I help you today?
Good afternoon, officer. I am here for my citizenship interview.
Can I see your appointment letter and ID, please?
Sure, here you go.
Thank you. Okay, I found your information. As a part of the naturalization process, there are a couple of things I need to do before the interview. It'll just take a few minutes. I need to take your picture and scan your fingerprints right here. Can you please move one step closer and look at the camera in front of you?
Sure.
All right. Now, can you please place your right index finger?
Okay.
And then switch to your left index finger on the scanner. Everything is perfect. Here is your appointment letter and your green card. And here is your waiting number. Please have a seat. We will call your name when your appointment is ready.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
A20, Kiana Palacios?
That's me.
Good afternoon. I'm Officer John. Today, I will be conducting your US citizenship interview.
Good afternoon, officer. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you. How about you?
I'm good too. Thank you for asking.
Great. Please follow me.
Sure.
Please come in and remain standing. You can place your belongings next to the chair.
Thank you.
Before we start the interview, I'm going to place you under oath. Could you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Please take a seat.
Thank you, officer.
Now I need to see your green card, your passports, and state-issued ID.
Here is my green card and ID. My passport expired 2 months ago. I just renewed it last month. Do you also need the expired passport?
Yes, please.
Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How did you come here today?
My husband drove me here
And where is he now?
because he cannot come in. He is waiting outside for me.
Have you ever come here?
No, officer.
All right. You just promised to tell the truth. Do you know what the truth means?
Yes, it means not telling lies.
Good. So everything that you will tell me today is the truth. If I see something that is false or misleading, I will stop the interview immediately. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand, officer.
Can you tell me why you want to be an American citizen?
Because I believe in the form of government and want to vote.
Good. How long have you studied for the citizenship test?
I have studied every day for 4 months.
All right. Now we'll start with the English test. We'll use the tablet for the reading test. For the writing test, you'll use the stylus to write on the table, okay?
Okay,
Please look at the tablet in front of you. When you see a sentence, please read it out loud for me.
sure. Who was George Washington?
Good. Now I'll say a sentence, and I'll need you to write it down on the tablet. You may now take the stylus. Washington was the first president. Washington was the first president. That's not quite right. You must capitalize the P letter of the president word. It's a special name. You have 2 more chances, so let's try another one.
Yes, officer.
Please take the stylus again and write this sentence on the tablet. American Indians lived here first. American Indians lived here first. Great! You've just passed the English, reading, and writing tests as well.
Thank you.
Now, we will do the civics test. I'm going to ask you 10 questions, and you'll need to answer 6 of them correctly. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Now, the first question. What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did?
Freed the slaves.
Good. Second question. What is the name of the national anthem?
The Star-Spangled Banner.
Correct. Third question. What is the economic system in the United States?
Market economy.
That's correct. Fourth question. Name one state that borders Mexico.
New York.
Not correct. Fifth question.
Oh, I forgot the correct answer for this question. New York borders Canada.
Who is in charge of the executive branch?
The President.
Sixth question. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now?
Mike Johnson.
You've just answered 5 correct questions. You need to answer 1 extra question correctly to pass this portion.
Okay.
You have up to 10 questions to pass it. Your 7th question. The House of Representatives has how many voting members?
435.
That's correct. All right. You have already answered 6 questions correctly. So you have passed the civics test.
Thank you.
Now, I'm going to review the application form to make sure everything is correct. Do you have any questions before we start?
Yes, I made a few errors on my application and I would like to update. Can you update the application for me?
Yes. Please let me know when we get to that section, okay?
Yes, I will. Thank you so much.
You've been a permanent resident for over 3 years, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
So you're eligible for citizenship based on marriage to a citizen.
Yes, officer.
What date did you become a lawful permanent resident?
August 6th, 2019.
Are you still married?
Yes, I'm still married.
All right. What's your full name?
Kiana Palacios.
Can you say your given name?
Given name? Does it mean surname, officer?
No, your first name.
Oh, my first name is Kiana.
How do you spell it?
Kiana.
You don't have a middle name?
Yes.
What is your family's name?
My family name is Palacios.
What is the name listed on your green card?
Kiana Palacios.
Have you used any other names since you became a permanent resident?
No.
Would you like to change your name legally?
No, I want to keep my name the same.
Tell me your date of birth.
September 1st, 1994.
Your application says you were born in Mexico.
Yes, that's right.
So you are a citizen of Mexico, is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Are you a citizen of any other country?
No.
Please verify the last 4 digits of your Social Security number.
It's 7725.
What's your phone number?
212-313-2118.
Do you have a different phone number at work?
No, I don't.
Do you have an email address?
Yes, I do.
What is your email address?
Kiana090194@gmail.com.
Okay. Has your address changed since you sent your application?
No, officer.
Where do you currently live?
5423 Avenue M, Brooklyn, New York, 11234.
Is the mailing address the same as the current address?
Yes, it is the same.
How long have you lived at your current address?
4 years.
Do you rent or own your house?
I own my house.
Do you currently live with your husband at this house?
Yes, officer.
Please show me evidence that you live together.
Yes, here you go.
All right. Is your mother or father a U.S. citizen?
No, they are not U.S. citizen.
Where do your parents live now?
They live in Mexico.
Did you bring your parents to the United States after you became a U.S. citizen?
No, my parents are old, so they don't want to go abroad.
Will they be able to visit you here?
Yes, I hope they will visit my family next year.
All right. What is your height?
I'm 5'4".
What color are your eyes?
Brown.
And what color is your hair?
Black.
How do you support yourself?
I work.
What is your job?
I was a sales manager at Foot Locker.
What is your job location?
1201 Broadway, New York, New York, 10001.
How long have you been working there?
I have been working there for 2 years.
Where did you work before?
I worked at Panera Bread, Pennsylvania.
What did you do before that?
I was a sales associate there.
Do you remember the date you worked there?
It's hard to remember. I think it was around 2019.
What did you do before coming to the U.S.?
I am a student.
What major did you learn in your country?
Business administration.
All right. How many times have you been married?
Only one time.
When and where did you get married?
I got married on January 11, 2020 in America.
How long did you and your spouse date prior to getting married?
2 years.
How many times did your husband go to Mexico before getting married?
5 times.
Where and when did you meet each other for the first time?
I met him on January 13th, 2018 in Mexico.
Can I see your original marriage certificate?
Yes, here you go.
Did you bring any documents to prove your marriage is legitimate?
Yes, I brought our tax returns for the last 3 years. Joint bank statements, mortgage statement with both of our names on it. My health insurance copies and some wedding photos.
Okay, thank you. What is your spouse's full name?
His full name is Mike Alonzo.
His birth date is August 13th, 1989. Is that correct?
No, his birth date is August 13th, 1989. Can you update it for me?
Okay, please give me a second. I'll update that.
Thank you, officer.
All right. Was your spouse born in the U.S.?
No, he was born in Spanish.
How did your spouse become a permanent resident?
He became a permanent resident through his family.
Who sponsored him?
His sister.
When did your spouse become a citizen?
I'm sorry, officer. Can you say that again?
When did your husband become a citizen?
Oh, June 12th, 2017. This is an error. Can you update for me?
So your husband became a citizen on June 12th, 2017.
Yes, officer.
Okay, I'll update it now.
Thank you.
How many times has your spouse been married?
He has been married once.
What is your spouse's occupation?
I am sorry, officer. Can you repeat this question?
Okay, what is your husband's job?
He is an electrical engineer.
Who is his current employer?
Mott McDonald Group, New York.
What's his employer's address?
1400 Broadway, 21st floor, New York, New York, 10018.
Do you know how long he's been working there?
He has been working there for 5 years.
What time does your husband leave the house for work every day?
About 7 a.m.
All right. Do you have any children?
Yes, I do.
How many children do you have?
I have 2 children.
Are your children U.S. citizens?
Yes, officer.
What's your youngest child's name?
Jane Alonzo.
How old is she?
She is 2 years old.
Can I see your child's birth certificate?
Yes, here you go.
Are your children from the current marriage with your current husband?
Yes, correct.
Do your children go to school?
Yes, they do.
Is your husband the one who takes the children to school every day?
No, I take my children to school.
Do you and your spouse have any stepchildren or adopted children?
No, officer.
Let's talk about the time you spent outside of the U.S. On the application, it says you made 4 trips in the last 3 years. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Please tell me your last trip.
I visited my parents, relatives, and friends in Mexico.
Wonderful. When was that?
That's the mistake. I left the U.S. on February 4th, 2024, not February 14th, 2024. Can you please update it for me?
So you left the U.S. on February 4th, 2024, correct?
Correct.
And what date did you return?
I returned on February 21st, 2024.
Did your husband go with you on this trip?
Yes, we went together.
Okay, I'll update that right now.
Thank you.
You have a total of 4 trips outside the U.S. in the last 3 years. So were any of your trips for 6 months or more?
No, officer.
Okay, now let's move on to Part 12 of the N400 application form. I'll ask you a series of yes and no questions. Have you ever told someone that you're a U.S. citizen?
No.
Do you pay your taxes on time every year?
Yes, I pay taxes on time every year.
Do you and your spouse file your taxes jointly?
Yes, we do.
Can I see your IRS tax return transcripts for the last 3 years?
Yes, here you go.
Thank you. Have you ever not filed a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident?
No.
What does file a tax return mean?
To send tax paperwork to the government.
Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
No.
Have you called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident?
No.
Were you ever required to stay in a mental hospital?
No.
Have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
No.
Were you ever involved in killing or trying to kill someone?
No, never.
Have you ever been associated with a terrorist organization?
Sorry, officer. Can you rephrase the question?
Okay, were you ever a member of a group that uses violence for political or religious purposes?
No, never.
Have you ever persecuted any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion?
No.
What does persecute mean?
To hurt someone because of religion or political beliefs.
Were you ever involved in badly hurting or trying to hurt a person on purpose?
No, officer.
Were you ever involved in a self-defense unit?
No.
Did you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, or weapons training?
No.
Have you ever worked in a place where people are forced to stay?
No.
Have you ever committed, assisted in committing, or attempted to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested?
No.
What does to be arrested mean?
Handcuffed by the police.
Have you ever joined a group that protects a community using weapons?
No.
Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading?
No, never.
Did you have any traffic tickets?
No, I didn't.
Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer, including any immigration official or any official of the U.S. Armed Forces for any reason?
No.
What does to be cited mean?
Given a ticket by police.
Have you ever received a suspended sentence, been placed on probation, or been paroled?
No.
Have you ever been held by police for the crime you committed?
No.
Have you ever been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution?
I am sorry, officer. Can you rephrase the question?
Okay, have you ever had sex for money, paid for sex, or helped someone get sex for money?
No, never.
Have you ever helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally?
No.
Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit?
No.
What is an immigration benefit?
Things like a visa, green card, or citizenship.
Have you ever lied to the government to get money that helps you, such as food stamps?
No.
Have you ever been discharged from training or service in the U.S. Armed Forces because you were an alien?
No.
Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, I am willing to.
What is the oath of allegiance to the United States?
A promise to be loyal to the United States.
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, I do.
If the U.S. government needs your help during a war, are you willing to carry or use a weapon such as a gun to fight for the U.S.?
Yes.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes.
If law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction?
Yes.
What is work of national importance?
Tasks that are important to a nation during crisis.
Good. If there's anything I didn't ask you, please let me know now. Now, please review the updated application on the tablet to see if everything is correct.
Okay. Everything looks good to me.
Great. Now please sign your name and date at the bottom of that page. Next, please read the Oath of Allegiance to make sure you agree to all of the statements. Then print your name, sign, and date at the bottom of the page.
Sure.
Congratulations, you passed the citizenship interview.
Thank you very much, officer.
You're welcome. Here's a copy of your test result.
Thank you.
We are unable to administer the Oath of Allegiance today, but I'll schedule the oath ceremony in a few weeks. Please check your mail quite often and attend your oath ceremony on that date and time on the appointment letter. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't. Thank you, officer.
I'll walk you back to the customer service area.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. If this video is helpful to you, please press us a like, comment, and share with everyone. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more.